Hey there, Salina here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my son's book collection. So I definitely wanted to get more books before I showed you guys his book collection, but looking at the stack of books that I have next to me, yeah, he's got quite a lot of books. I definitely plan on getting him more. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys his books, so hopefully you guys see some good books that you may get for your kids. Some of these books are mine and my brother's from when we were little, and others of these books we have actually bought for him. So these are in no particular order. I'm just going to be picking up from what's on top of the stack. So let's get started on that. The first book is his favorite book, one of his favorite books anyways, and it is I Love You Blankie by Cheryl Half, illustrated by Jane Massey. And he absolutely loves this book. As you can see, he ripped it by accident one day. This is a board book. It's all kinds of messy, and it is a little rhyming book. We got this one because he has a blanket, actually two blankets, that he sleeps with, and he doesn't necessarily like going to sleep without one of those blankets. So he does have one that he prefers over the other. It's a white blanket, and his other blanket he got for Christmas. Yeah, this is absolutely his favorite book. I had actually had this put up for a while, and then when I took it back out, oh my gosh, he was so excited, and he had me read it like 50 times. I got tired of this book. I'm still tired of the book. The next book is a book that he doesn't really care for. We got this from a grocery store. It's called Fred Meyer's, but the book is Wherever You Are, My Love Will Find You by Nancy Tillman. This is the book, and I absolutely love it. It showcases like different animals in the book. This is also a board book. I think a few of the pages are kind of wordy, but most of the pages are pretty short. Like these two are kind of short, and I guess the words are pretty small too. But it is a beautiful, beautiful book, and it's pretty much, as the title says, it just talks about that no matter where you are and what you're going through, my love will always be there for you. And it's an awesome book. I love it, but he doesn't care for it. I don't know if it's because the pictures are too realistic or what, but he just doesn't like it. Next book is Baby Touch and Feel, My First Words. We got this book off Amazon used though. It's a pretty short book. We use this book for sign language, so we'll go through this book and look at the pictures and do signs. So he knows the sign for shoes, socks because of this book, strawberry. He doesn't know flower because it's on the face, and he doesn't always look at me when I do the signs, so stuff like that he doesn't see. Spoon, and like these right here are actually where you can feel it at. It's a really short book. He knows cat, dog. Well, he knows dog, he doesn't know cat, but he loves the dog picture. This is like really, really soft. Ball, he loves doing ball. We go like this for ball, but this is a sign for ball. The last two pages, so like again, this is the feely part, but you have the car and the doll. One of his favorite books. He knows as soon as this book comes out that we're doing signs. 100 First Words book. So this book has like a lot of pictures in it, so it's really kind of hard to go through them with him because of how much is on each page. But I do also use this one for signs and stuff too. It's a longer book, so he doesn't care for it as much. Shapes and Playtime. I got this book from Dollar Tree. I actually also have two more of these, but he absolutely loves it. I want to say it's about 4 pages long, and this one just has different shapes in it, so he loves these books. Here is the other one, Buggy Numbers, and this one has numbers and bugs, and it counts all the way up to 10. Again, I got this from Dollar Tree. This one is his favorite Sea Life colors, and we've been going over colors recently. He's actually starting to say the color yellow. But yeah, they actually have another one that's Animal Alphabet, which we don't have. This one, as you can see, it's all bent and whatnot. This is his favorite one out of all of them. This book I got used off of Amazon, but it actually came dang near new, and he spilt water on it, so this front page is messed up. But this is calm down time because we've kind of by Elizabeth Verdict, we've kind of been having issues with like tantrums and stuff. Not really bad, but enough to want to start doing stuff like this. And it's also really good for, we also use it as a book to read before he goes to bed. But I really like it and the rhyme, and it tells the kids different ways that they can calm down whenever they're angry or sad. And then in the back it has tips for parents to help your kids when they're going through whatever emotions. And they actually have a whole bunch of other books in the series that I do hope to eventually get in the future. The next book is V is for Vegan. As you guys know, I'm vegan. I find a way to fit it into almost every video, which I'm sorry about. But this is the ABCs of Being Kind. It's written and illustrated by Ruby Roth, and my son loves this book. The pages are paper, but they're kind of a heavyweight paper, so he can still turn them. I do worry about him ripping them, but it's an awesome book. He loves it. This is a book that I had from when I was little, so we don't read it because it's, I guess it's heavier paper, but it's kind of long and wordy. So this will be a book that we save for the future. It's The Adventures of the Itty Bitty Frog by Kimberly P. Johnson. My mom actually got this book signed by the author, but this is about a frog, and I think he helps a baby bird find its mom or something like that. I don't know, but I like it. The Croaky Pokey, which if you have kids that don't like to sit down and read books, I think a book like this is actually really good. It's like the Hokey Pokey, except it's with frogs, so the Croaky Pokey. It's a scholastic book, so it's by Ethan Long. This is the very first book that I bought my son. It is Bedtime Favorites with Disney. I think this is, I don't know if it's their first Bedtime Favorites one or not. This was $17, and it's got lots of different stories in it. Again, it's wordy. It's not really for kids my son's age. He's 17 months right now, but it's really good for older kids. Stories to read at bedtime. I guess the stories are relatively short for older kids, but for younger kids it's kind of long. This is a series of books that I actually did a review on. It's Little Ladies and Little Gents series. So this is a rule book on like how to be a little lady and a little gent. This one is a letter for little black boys, and then this one is careers A to Z. This one is like, so my main criticism about these books is that it's like paper, so I can't read it to my son right now because he might rip it, but otherwise I absolutely love these books. I will link the review that I did of these books for you guys. My doctor, his old doctor, because they closed down, used to give him a book with every one of his doctor's appointments. So this is one of the books he has, Bright Eyes, Brown Skin, which is just about loving your brown skin. So that's this one. Of course, I can't read this to him again because it's paper, and he actually has another one around here somewhere. This book is another one of my son's favorite book. It's called Good Night by Ethan Long. It just is a whole bunch of different animal sounds, the way they say good night, and he absolutely loves this book and all the different animal sounds. This is just the coloring book that we got from the dollar store. I already had it. I think I had this before I had him, so he just loves coloring in this and all that stuff. This is a book that we recently got. We got this also from a grocery store. It was $12, and it's just got different animal sounds and the texture. So this one's a cow, and then it's got a chicken, it has a pig, a sheep, a horse, and then on the very last page it's all of the sounds together. So this is called Noisy Farm by Tiger Tales. I don't think it has like a specific author. So yeah, he absolutely loves the mess out of this book, but it's hard for him to find where to press the button, so I have to help him because it's like hidden in the feely parts. Here's another one of his favorite books. I believe we got this one from Walmart a while ago. This is If I Could Keep You Little by Marianne Richmond, and it just goes over if I could keep you little, I would do this, but then you wouldn't be able to do this. And I really like this book. This is also one of his favorite books. This is a nursery rhyme book. I want to say this is the second book that I ever got him. It comes with a CD, and this is using Disney characters, but it's really classic nursery rhymes. So Three Little Pigs, Peter Peter Pumpkin Eater, Hot Cross Buns. It's really classic nursery rhymes just with Disney characters. Colors. I got this book from Walmart too. This is another one of his favorite books. And I love this book now that he's younger and for when he's older, because it's really simple. Red fox runs through the red wood. And then the fingerprints on it is or are textured, but then all the animals are in pictures are made up of different things. So like his ears are leaves, and this is a feather duster. And then on this one, the trees, the vines that he's using are rulers, and his body is made up of an orange. So that is like perfect for when he's older and starts to recognize objects, and we can do kind of like an I Spy with this or something like that. And it's great for teaching him his colors. He loves this book. I have two of these. It's the Very Hungry Caterpillar. This one is like so messed up from, we've had this book since we were younger. You guys know the Very Hungry Caterpillar. I have this small version because I bought it off of Amazon. I was like, oh, it's cheap, and I needed it for school, but I obviously couldn't use this one. So this book, he has messed up the outside cover and he has ripped a page in it. I absolutely love this book. It's called The Wonderful Things You Will Be by Emily Wingfield Martin. I absolutely love this book, you guys, and the pictures are so pretty, and she has lots of other books too, but look at how pretty this is, you guys. I love this book, and I'm so mad that he ripped a page. I plan on taping it up eventually, but he loves this book too. But again, because he started ripping pages and stuff, I put this up until he's older. I love that this book encourages like certain qualities in kids, like being brave and being kind and taking care of others that are smaller than you, but it doesn't really talk about certain job titles or gender roles or anything like that. It's really encouraging, but not too specific, if that makes sense. So you can be anything, but it's got like encouraging the good qualities, if that makes sense. I'm horrible at explaining stuff. This is a book that I got for school. It's a book that he does not read yet because it's a paper book, but it is The Three Little Aliens and the Big Bad Robot, and it's kind of like The Three Little Pigs. It's just aliens and a robot, and they travel to the different planets. So this is a very good sciencey book. They skip a few planets in this. That's my only thing, and it's a paper book, so he can't read it now. It's also pretty wordy, so it's definitely better. So it's very wordy, but it's definitely better for older kids versus younger kids. This is a book that I got more so for myself, but I also wanted to teach him another language. As you guys know, if you follow me, I'm doing sign language, but before it was Japanese, until I realized I can't really teach him Japanese if I don't know it fluently, whereas I can still be constantly learning signs and stuff like that. But this is first 1,000 words in Japanese, so it's got pictures, and then it's got the Japanese word beside it and how to pronounce it. This is an old book from my childhood, The Flopsy Bunny, or My Little Book About Flopsy Bunny. It's by Beatrice Potter. As you can see, like, colored the pages. But I actually have another one of these that I didn't bring over here, but it's a really cute book, but very wordy, so not really for his age. So the pages are a bit thicker. These books I got for free from my student teaching when I was in college, and there is Looking for a Queen, and then Jane in the Jungle, which she's just like using her imagination to travel to the jungle, and she is bored and looking for entertainment. They're not very wordy, so here it is. So I could probably read these to him. I just have to be careful because it's paper and I don't want him to rip it. I think, yeah, this one is a bit more wordy than the other one, but I can probably read this one for him versus this one. And the last book, which I did start trying to read to him, but again, it's wordy, so I can't read it to him like I would want to. This book is another book that he also got from his doctor from his last appointment, but it's the story of Stone Soup. And you know, we all know how the story of Stone Soup goes. Yeah, hopefully within the next year or so I'd be able to start reading a lot more of these books to him. That is his very small but very large at the same time book collection. These books are good for a huge variety of ages, so from infant to, I want to say, what, school age a lot of these books are good for. So hopefully you guys see some really good books. And yeah, that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. New video every week, hopefully. And you can watch another one of my videos right here. You can subscribe right here. And until next time, deuces.